You're listening to Addressing Gettysburg.
Major, tell my father I died with my face to the enemy, and that my best friend was Abner Pelwin. That's kidding. I'm just kidding. He didn't say that. As the afternoon wore on and the Confederate attack rolled northward, there was perhaps no closer contest during the 3 days of battle than that on East Cemetery Hill during the evening hours of July 2nd, 1863. Join us as we explore this crucial area not often walked, and that is true. Louis Trott is with me here again today to talk about June's Get Out of the Car Tour, June 18th, 2022, 10 a.m. as always. We're going to do East Cemetery Hill. This is a good one. Another part of the battlefield that is overlooked for whatever reason, especially the night fight.
Yes.
And that is the part that captures the imagination. And when you hear the details of it, you kind of wonder, how is this something that's overlooked? How is this not something that's a major feature in most tours, because it's such a great story, really good anecdotes coming out of it. Tell us a little bit about East Cemetery Hill and why are we going on it this year?
I picked this one again, just like Abner Pelwin. Well, unlike Abner Pelwin, I'm having a hard time even saying Abner Pelwin.
It's hard to speak incorrectly.
I'm going to have to practice that. I'll be ready by May.
Abner Pelwin. You have to change your voice.
Yeah.
Because if you do
it,
I don't think I could do it if I were me. Abner Pelwin. I can't do it. But if I go Abner Pelwin.
You got to talk to your nose.
Yeah, you got to talk to your nose. Abner Pelwin. Brigadier General. Wait, was he a colonel? Was he a colonel?
I think he was
a colonel.
Yeah,
Damn it.
He was a colonel.
If only he was a brigadier general. All right, we're diverging from the digressing. Go ahead.
People are used to that on the show, I think.
They are.
It's an area you talk about a little bit more than you do Old Perrin. And if you're on a longer tour and you're coming off Culp's Hill, you look to your right and you can see it. It's a pretty good view at that point, too.
Beautiful view. I love that view.
And you come up and hang left and head up to the Baltimore Pike and go about your way. Usually you're hanging left at that point. At least I am, going back to the center of the Union line when we're on
Pickett's Charge.
Yep, Cemetery Ridge. But it is, like you mentioned, it's very interesting stories. Hand-to-hand combat happens there. It's nighttime. I get a lot of questions on regular old tours. Do they fight at night? My general answer is they do here, but they don't like to because you can't see. Mm-hmm. That's how Stonewall Jackson ended up getting shot by his own men.
That would probably blind you. The flare, the muzzle flares and everything.
You'd have that temporary blindness. Yeah.
But there's thousands of them going off constantly, and
the uniforms are of a color that's
hard to tell.
At nighttime, you're not going to be able to tell friend from foe. And
yeah, that's a good point.
They have problems fighting at night, but they do fight over there. And if you stand there and look at the hill that the Confederates are trying to get up, again, it's a big old hill. It's nighttime, but it's a hill. You got artillery, Union artillery up there, and they get into that artillery, and they form sort of a breakthrough. Mm-hmm. I do quotes around breakthrough. They get up there and they get to these guns, and there's hand-to-hand combat. But who comes over there and saves the day?
Abner Pelwin.
No, Abner Pelwin's not there.
Now you're John Kennedy.
He was there.
Now you're Kennedy. Abner Pelwin is not there. All right. So who comes over?
Carroll's Brigade.
From Hancock's Corps.
The Second Corps.
Yes.
And rightly so, a lot of credit's given to Hancock. He gets on the field on the first day and says, oh, this is a great place. Let's set up. I'm going to look proud, and you can rally around me. That's why his statue's there.
Yeah,
but what he does on the second day, he's everywhere on the second day.
Right.
And he's sending some of his men over there to help out the 11th Corps on East Cemetery Hill, and they're instrumental in stopping that. So that's another corps or brigade that gets split up because the 8th Ohio is part of that. What is the 8th Ohio doing on the 3rd?
They're out on they're flanking
them, because they're left over there. They don't go with the rest of the brigade on the 2nd. So to me, that's all just very interesting, the reaction that Hancock has. And I'm not a huge Hancock fan. I don't have anything against him, but
you don't see what the fuss is all about?
No, I do. He makes very good decisions, but he does what a commander's supposed to do.
He's right.
Yeah,
he does his job the way you
After the war, I'm in Hunt's camp because they have a big not to get off the subject, a big argument about who controls the artillery.
Right.
I'm fully on board with Henry Hunt.
Sure.
I think he's the smarter of the two when it comes to that. But he's just doing his job. And on that second day, he's very active on the field. He's the one that goes down and sends the 1st Minnesota into battle. But he's also sending men from the other end of his line over to the other side of the Union line to shore up a potential breakthrough over there. And it's just, again, you don't get over there very much. The parking along Baltimore Pike, there is parking there. I think it's metered parking, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
By the gatehouse.
Yeah, it is.
So it's the one part of the field you'd have to pay to park. You know, if that's where you end up parking, you got to pay to park to go see the field.
Yeah.
So people don't go over there. We pointed out on tours, unless it's specifically asked for, you really don't go over there. So again, another spot on the field that we usually don't go to, and we can get out and walk around. It's got the lunettes where the artillery was set up.
Yep.
It's pretty neat.
Yep, I love that.
And it shows you best that they could do over time what it looked like.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the coverage that this artillery has. But again, it's nighttime. Field artillery in Civil War time shot at what they could see.
Right.
So,
and also, I mean, I know they were using it at night, but once the Confederate infantry gets to a certain point at the foot of the hill, you can't depress your barrels enough.
You can't depress the tubes. That's the problem Hazlitt's battery has on Little Round Top for a point.
Yep.
So, but yeah. And then when they come up, they're using the tools for the gun to engage in hand-to-hand fighting.
God, can you imagine?
But yeah, a lot of great stories, a lot of personal stories that come out of that. Colonel Avery being one of them.
Yeah.
That note is still down at Richmond at the Civil War Museum down there. Used to be a museum at the
I'd like to see that before it gets burned down.
Well, the roads are frozen now. Nobody can get to it. They're stuck on 95
I'll wait for the summer. All right, so for this one, we're going to again, it's at 10 o'clock. They're always at 10 o'clock unless otherwise noted. And we're going to park at Gettysburg Tour Center, which is that big parking lot there next to the Jenny Wade House. It's 778 Baltimore Street, and the tour meets there. And it's going to, park there. We're going to meet and begin at the Oliver Otis Howard statue up on top of the hill.
Yeah.
And that should be interesting. My friend Karen, she comes out from Minnesota. You know her?
Oh yeah.
She normally will come out for the June tour and the October tour, but her birthday's in June. She turns the big. Well, I shouldn't tell her age. She turns 20 again for the third time.
20 squared?
20. She's 20. Yes. What do you come up with when you say that? You come up with 40 or 80?
That's a history
No, it's
major.
40. She's 40. Okay, she's turning 40.
I wish I was 40. That's a great age.
Yeah. I wish I was 39.
40.
I'd like to hold a 39.
That's young.
Anyway, so they're having festivities for her birthday, so she can't come out. And one that she really wanted to do was East Cemetery Hill. And I said, well, when we plan it, I'll try to do it for the month that you're going to come, which is May. But it didn't work out that way because we're thinking of, what is the vegetation like?
Yeah.
And those are, the May and the April tours are both tours where we have to walk across open fields. So Karen had to lose that one, but I think she'll like Abno-Pewin.
Yeah. Who doesn't like Abno-Pewin?
Exactly.
Yeah, she comes out some other time. We can take her around.
We can take her out there. I know.
Now, the one thing we should mention, I'm sure you will, is for those that, let's say they can't make the June one.
Yes.
You make the May one.
Yes.
The next one's not until August this year because we're skipping July. Because it's booty hot and, it's just hot.
It's hot.
It's the least attended.
It is the least attended. It is oppressively, I'm going to use the word oppressively hot in July. And also, Eric and myself, I don't know about Eric, but I am exhausted.
Gives people a chance to regroup.
Yeah, I have to. I'm mentally exhausted in July and December. That's my cycle.
I get that way too because I work full time during the week.
Right.
I'm usually up on a Saturday giving a tour. Sundays I do the bike tour. So
yeah,
I'm wore out at certain points too.
So if you want to come for one of the tours and you're going, oh well, we'll just do July since we're going on vacation in July. There's nothing for you to do with us, at least in July. So keep that in mind.
Although you can still come up and engage any guide for a tour.
Absolutely. And we could put you in touch with them. And that, so
plenty of guides.
So let us know if you're coming here and you want to take a tour. We'll hook you up with a guide. Better do it soon because they're going to be booked up within a couple of months. I'm sure people's schedules are going to start to fill. All right. So again, June 18th, 10 a.m. Meet at the Gettysburg Tour Park at the Gettysburg Tour Center. Tour meets and begins at the Howard statue. We hope to see you all there. And thank you for listening. Have a good one.
Our hearts so stout have got us famed, for soon 'tis known from whence we came. Wherever we go, they dread the name of Gary Owen in glory. Instead of spa or drink